I am the Namer, guardian of the names of power. Before your world even existed, my people were an ancient race. Now they are gone, and only I remain, keeper of my people's history. Across the endless tracts of space have I traveled, to return to the planet of my birth, Zoidstar. Though my people perished long ago, and their cities were buried by the shifting sands, the machines remain. It is these that have brought me here to perform the last act of the Zoidarian race, the giving of the names of power. When my race was young and had an interest in the affairs of the galaxy, they built the machines, mighty engines of destruction which gave the power of life and death over the other creatures in the galaxy. The Zoidarians turned their gaze outward and laid waste to 1,000 star systems with their machines, their Zoids. But ruling a galaxy was not enough for the Zoidarians. It was not the conquests, but the battles they enjoyed. And though all intelligent life trembled in the shadow of the Zoids, my people battled on, machine against machine, Zoidarian against Zoidarian, in the further pursuit of glory. Zoidarian lives were needlessly sacrificed to the god of battle, and the race dwindled in numbers until the elders outlawed the Zoid duels. But they couldn't outlaw the Zoidarian love of combat. The Zoidarian pilots of the giant war machines were replaced by androids, and thus the heroic combat could continue without threat to Zoidarian life. Too late came the order. Too late to save a once mighty race from extinction, and now only I remain. Only I and the Zoids. And though my people created the Zoids, I have no power to control them. For the war machines have become the living embodiment of the Zoidarian thirst for combat, with lives and wills of their own. They exist only to fight, to ensure that their heroic combat lasts for all eternity. Now I stand on the sand-blasted surface of a world I used to call home, high on a rock, scanning the horizon for some sign of movement, knowing that out there, behind the sand clouds, lurk the deadliest war machines in the universe. It begins!
Saw the sky burning red, when hope rides out with a bold one's tread. 3 seconds rise with a vengeance call. Brontozoid, Stegazoid, Mantazoid, they'll crush them all. Rolling thunder, steel and bone. Brontozoid shakes the combat zone. A fortress in motion, calm and cold, with a golden pilot, brave and bold. Great blades glint in the blood-red sun. The war with Zoidstar has just begun. Still stampede, hear the battle cry. Giants rise and Renuses die. From the depths to the stars, let the fire rain. Brontozoid, Stegazoid, Mantazoid, the war machine train. So I do never till his name. Spikes like thunder, back ablaze. Stegazoid storms through the laser haze. Shields in fury with the warrior's grace. Red horns, mutants gotta match the pace. Black steel high, copy white as snow. Golden light where battle heroes go. Spikes like thunder, back ablaze. Stegazoid storms through the laser haze. Shields in fury with the warrior's grace. Red horns, mutants gotta match the pace. Black steel high, copy white as snow. Golden light where battle heroes go. Golden light where battle heroes go. Impact rage with the killing seed. Steel stampede, let the rockets fly. Techno claws cut the mutant sky. In the name of Zoids' final decree. Brontozoid, Stegazoid, Mantazoid, they fight to be free. This is Blue Zoid's destiny. Our planet Zoidstar, the kids still cry. But guardian hearts will never unwind. Three warriors in metal and flame. Their legacy roars in SUBTITLES' name. On planet Zoidstar, the gears still grind. But guardian hearts will never unwind. Three warriors in metal and flame. Their legacy roars in Zoids' name. Fight to be free. This is Blue Zoid destiny. On planet Zoidstar, the gears still grind. But guardian hearts. On planet Zoidstar, the sky goes red. But hold right down where the bold ones tread. Three titans rise with a vengeance call. Brontozoid, Stegazoid, Mantazoid, they'll crush them all. Rolling thunder, steel and bone. Brontozoid shakes the combat zone. A fortress in motion, calm and cold. With a golden pilot, brave and bold. Great blades glint in the blood-red sun. The war for Zoidstar has just begun. Steel stampede, hear the battle cry. Guardians rise and mutants die. From the depths to the stars, let the fire rain. Brontozoid, Stegazoid, Mantazoid, the war machine train. Zoids unite, Zoids' name. Like thunder back ablaze. Stegazoid storms through the laser haze. Shielded fury with the warrior's grace. Red Horn's mutants can match the pace. Black steel high cup and white as snow. Golden light where battle heroes go. Spikes like thunder back ablaze. Stegazoid storms through the laser. Metallic giants rise from iron grounds. Blue guardians down the heart. Lights and fury in the sky. Zoids leads the iron pride. Roar of thunder, sound of roar. Force and steady battle floor. Blue guardians fight for peace. Red mutants love the beat.
It is the never-ending battle between red and blue Zoids. It has been waged for centuries. It rages still, with no end in sight.
I, the Namer, last of the Zoidarians, guardian of the names of power, keeper of the legend of heroic combat, have spoken.